Ben won everything. Every game, every race, every competition. He never lost, not once, until the day he did. And that loss changed everything. This is a mystery story created for English listening and shadowing practice. I will speak slowly and clearly. You can pause the video and repeat at your own pace. This is not just a story about winning. It is a story about pride, humility, and what it truly means to be strong. If you enjoy learning English with powerful stories like this, subscribe to the channel. This helps me create more stories to help you improve your English naturally. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1: The Champion. My name is Ben Carter. I'm 14 years old, and I'm the best at everything. At least, that's what everyone says. I win every race at school. I get the highest grades in every test. I beat everyone at video games. I'm captain of the soccer team, president of the student council, winner of the science fair 3 years in a row. People call me the champion, and I love it. I love winning. I love being the best. I love the way people look at me, with admiration, with envy, with respect. But there's something else in their eyes too. Something I choose to ignore. Fear. Not fear of me, fear of competing against me. Because everyone knows what happens when you compete against Ben Carter. You lose. One day at lunch, my friend Marcus said something. Ben, do you ever get tired of winning? I laughed. Why would I get tired of the best feeling in the world? I don't know, Marcus said. It just seems like maybe you're too competitive. There's no such thing as too competitive, I said. There's only winners and losers. And I'm a winner. Marcus looked uncomfortable. What if you lost? He asked. Just once. Would it kill you? I stared at him. I don't lose, Marcus. I never lose. Everyone loses sometimes, Marcus said. Not me, I said firmly. And I meant it. Later that day, a new student arrived. His name was Cole Harrison. He was tall, athletic, confident. The teacher introduced him to the class. Everyone, this is Cole. He just moved here from California. Please make him feel welcome. Cole smiled, waved at everyone. Then his eyes landed on me, and something passed between us. Recognition, challenge, competition. After class, Cole walked up to me. You're Ben, right? The champion? That's me, I said. I heard about you, Cole said. Apparently you've never lost anything. That's correct, I said. Interesting, Cole said, because neither have I. My smile faded. What? At my old school, I was undefeated, Cole said. Track, swimming, academics, everything, just like you. So I guess we're the same. We're not the same, I said coldly. We'll see, Cole said, and he walked away. That conversation bothered me all day. Who did this guy think he was, coming to my school, challenging me, acting like he was my equal? He wasn't. Nobody was. The next day, Our gym teacher announced something. Class, we're having a special competition next week. The Ultimate Challenge. It's a series of 5 events: running, swimming, climbing, problem solving, and endurance. The student with the most points wins. Everyone looked at me. They already knew who would win, but then someone raised their hand. Cole. "I'd like to compete," he said. The teacher nodded. "Great. Anyone else?" A few other students raised their hands. But everyone knew this was really about 2 people, me and Cole. But what Ben didn't know was that this competition would reveal something he'd been hiding, something even he didn't know about himself. Chapter 2: The First Defeat. The week before the competition, I trained hard, harder than ever. I ran every morning, swam every afternoon, practiced climbing, studied problem-solving techniques. I would not lose to Cole. I would not lose to anyone. On the day of the competition, the entire school gathered. Teachers, students, even some parents. Everyone wanted to see if Cole could beat me, if anyone could beat me. The first event was running, a 400-meter race around the track. I was confident. Running was my strongest skill. We lined up at the starting line. Me, Cole, and 5 other students. The whistle blew. We ran. I took the lead immediately, like always. But Cole was right behind me, matching my pace. Step for step, I pushed harder, faster. But Cole stayed with me. We rounded the final turn, both of us pulling ahead of everyone else. This was it. The final stretch. I gave everything I had, every ounce of energy, every bit of strength. But Cole did too. We crossed the finish line at exactly the same time, a tie. I couldn't believe it. I never tied. I always won, always. "Good race," Cole said, breathing hard. I didn't respond. Just walked away. The second event was swimming 50 meters. I was good at swimming, very good, but so was Cole. We dove in together, moved through the water, fast, powerful, synchronized. We touched the wall, same time, another tie. The crowd was murmuring now. This had never happened before. Ben Carter, tying with someone. Twice. The third event was climbing. A rope climb to the top of the gym. I started fast, hand over hand, pulling myself up. But Cole matched me. Move for move, we reached the top. Same time, 3 ties. I was starting to feel something unfamiliar. Anxiety, doubt, fear. What if I lost? The fourth event was problem solving, a puzzle challenge. We had to solve a complex maze, find the fastest route, calculate the answer. I was good at this. My mind was sharp, quick, but Cole was faster. He finished the puzzle 30 seconds before me. The crowd gasped. Cole had beaten me. Actually beaten me. At something. "First loss?" Cole asked. I glared at him, said nothing. The score was now Cole, 11 points, Ben, 9 points. 1 event left, the endurance challenge. Whoever could hang from a bar the longest won. This was it, my last chance to win, to prove I was still the best. We both grabbed the bar, lifted our feet off the ground, hung there, arms burning, muscles screaming. 1 minute passed, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Other competitors dropped off, but Cole and I stayed. 4 minutes, 5 minutes. My hands were slipping. My arms felt like fire, but I wouldn't let go. I couldn't let go. 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Then Cole did something unexpected. He started talking. "Why do you need to win so badly?" he asked. "Shut up," I grunted. "I'm serious," Cole said. "What happens if you lose?" "I don't lose," I said through gritted teeth. "But what if you did?" Cole pressed. Would the world end? Would people stop liking you? Would you stop being you? I said, "Shut up," I yelled. And then I made a mistake. I looked down, saw everyone watching, saw their faces, waiting to see me lose, and I panicked. My grip slipped. I fell, hit the mat. Cole stayed on the bar for another full minute, then dropped down gracefully. The crowd erupted. Cole Harrison had won. Ben Carter had lost, for the first time ever. But losing the competition was just the beginning. The real challenge was about to start. Chapter 3. The Fall. I walked home alone that day. Didn't talk to anyone, didn't look at anyone, just walked. My mind was spinning. I lost. I actually lost. How was that possible? I was Ben Carter, the champion, the one who never lost, but I did lose. And everyone saw it. When I got home, my dad was waiting. "How was the competition?" he asked. I couldn't look at him. "I lost," I said quietly. Silence. My dad stared at me. "You lost?" he repeated. "Yes," I said. "To that new kid, Cole." More silence. Then my dad said something that shocked me. "Good." I looked up. "What?" I said, "Good," my dad repeated. "It's about time you lost something." I felt anger rising. "How can you say that? You're supposed to support me." "I do support you," my dad said. "And that's why I'm saying this. Ben, you've been winning for so long. You forgot something important." "What?" I asked bitterly. "How to lose," he said. "How to fail. How to handle disappointment. Those are important skills too. Maybe more important than winning." "That's stupid," I said. "Is it?" my dad asked. "Tell me, how do you feel right now?" "Terrible," I admitted. "Like my world is ending. Like I'm worthless." "Why?" my dad asked. "Because I lost one competition." "Does that erase everything else you've accomplished?" I didn't answer. "Ben," my dad said gently, "your worth isn't defined by winning. It's defined by who you are. And right now, you're letting one loss destroy you. That's not strength. That's fragility." His words hurt, but they also made me think. The next day at school was terrible. Everyone was talking about the competition, about Cole beating me, about Ben Carter finally losing. Some people seemed happy about it, like they'd been waiting for this moment. Others looked at me with pity, which was worse. At lunch, I sat alone. Marcus approached me. "Hey, Ben," he said. "Can I sit?" "I guess," I muttered. Marcus sat down. "That was a tough competition yesterday." "Don't remind me," I said. "Cole is really good," Marcus said. "Whatever," I said. "You know what I noticed?" Marcus asked. "What?" "When you were competing, you looked angry," Marcus said. "Not focused. Not determined. Angry, like you hated Cole." "I do hate him," I admitted. "Why?" Marcus asked. "Because he beat you." "Yes," I said. "So you hate everyone who's better than you at something?" Marcus asked. I paused. I don't know." "Ben," Marcus said, "can I tell you something?" "Go ahead." "You're my friend," Marcus said. "But sometimes, you're hard to be friends with." "What do you mean?" I asked, hurt. "You make everything a competition," Marcus said, "even friendship. Like you're always trying to prove you're better than everyone. And it's exhausting." "I don't do that," I protested. "Yes, you do," Marcus said gently. "Remember last month when I got an A on that history test? And you got an A-. You didn't talk to me for a week." I remembered, and I felt ashamed. I was just disappointed in myself, I said weakly. "But you took it out on me," Marcus said, "like my success was your failure." "That's not how friendship works, Ben." He stood up. "I hope you figure that out." And he walked away. I sat there alone, really alone. For the first time, I saw myself clearly, and I didn't like what I saw. A boy so obsessed with winning that he pushed everyone away. A boy so afraid of losing that he couldn't be happy for others. A boy who measured his worth by victories. And now that he'd lost, he felt worthless. That afternoon, I skipped soccer practice, went to the park instead, sat on a bench, watched kids playing. They were playing tag, running, laughing, having fun. No one was keeping score. No one cared who was fastest. They were just playing, enjoying the moment. I hadn't done that in years. Everything I did was about winning, about being the best, about proving myself. When did fun stop being fun? When did competition become everything? I sat there for hours, thinking, reflecting, realizing. And that's when Ben understood something important, something that would change his life forever. Chapter 4. The Lesson. The next day, I did something I'd never done before. I went to find Cole, found him at the library, studying. "Can I talk to you?" I asked. Cole looked surprised. "Sure," he said. I sat down, didn't know how to start. I wanted to say, I began, "Congratulations on winning the competition. You were better than me," Cole smiled. "Thanks, Ben. That means a lot." Silence hung between us, heavy, uncomfortable. "Can I ask you something?" I finally said. "Go ahead." "How do you do it?" I asked. "Do what?" "Stay so calm," I said. "Even when competing, you never looked angry or stressed. You just competed, like it didn't matter if you won or lost." Cole leaned back in his chair, thought for a moment. "Want to know a secret?" he said. "Sure." "I don't care about winning," Cole said. I stared at him. "What?" "I mean, don't get me wrong," Cole clarified. "I like to do well. I work hard. I push myself. I want to succeed. But winning isn't everything to me." "Then what's the point?" I asked, genuinely confused. "Why compete at all?" Cole smiled, like he'd been waiting for this question. "Let me ask you something, Ben. Why do you compete?" "To win," I said immediately. "Obviously. But why do you need to win?" Cole pressed. "What does winning give you?" I opened my mouth to answer, then stopped. Really thought about it. "I guess it makes me feel good," I said. "Makes me feel valuable, important, like I matter." "So you're saying you only matter when you win?" Cole asked. "No, that's not..." I started. But wasn't it? Wasn't that exactly what I believed? "Ben," Cole said gently, "I used to be like you. At my old school, I won everything. Every race, every test, every game. I was obsessed." "What changed?" I asked. "My best friend died," Cole said quietly. I felt my breath catch. "What?" "His name was Marcus," Cole continued. "Different Marcus from your friend, but funny coincidence. He had cancer. We were 12 years old. He fought for 2 years. And then he lost that fight." Cole's eyes were distant, remembering. "The day before he died," Cole said, "I visited him in the hospital. He was so weak, could barely speak. But you know what he said to me?" I shook my head. He said, "Cole, I wish I had spent less time trying to be the best at things, and more time just enjoying things. I was so worried about my grades, my future, my achievements. But none of that matters now. What matters is the time I spent with people I loved. The moments I laughed. The times I felt alive." Cole's voice cracked slightly. "He died the next morning, and I made a promise at his funeral. I promised I would stop treating life like a competition and start treating it like life." I didn't know what to say. "I still compete," Cole continued. "I still try hard. But now I compete because I enjoy the challenge. Because it makes me better. Because it's fun. Not because I need to prove something. Not because my worth depends on it." "But don't you feel bad when you lose?" I asked. "Sometimes," Cole admitted. "Disappointment is natural. But I don't let it destroy me. I don't let it define me. Because I learned something important. What? That I'm going to die someday, Cole said. I blinked. That was dark. We all are, Cole continued. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in 60 years, but it's going to happen. And when I'm on my deathbed, like Marcus was, I won't be thinking about all the competitions I won. I'll be thinking about the people I loved, the experiences I had, the joy I felt. That's what matters, Ben. Not trophies, not titles, not being number one, but the life you lived, the person you were, the difference you made. I felt tears building up. I've wasted so much time, I whispered, being obsessed with winning, pushing people away, making everything a competition. You haven't wasted time, Cole said. You've been learning, and now you get to choose. Choose what? Choose what kind of person you want to be, Cole said. You can keep being the guy who needs to win everything, who's miserable when he loses, who has trophies but no real friends. Or you can be someone different, someone who competes with joy, who celebrates others' victories, who measures success not by wins but by growth. But what if I can't change? I asked. What if winning is too important to me? Then you'll be unhappy, Cole said honestly. Because you can't win everything. Life doesn't work that way. You'll lose jobs, relationships, opportunities. You'll face setbacks and failures. And if your entire identity is wrapped up in winning, each loss will destroy you until there's nothing left. His words hit me like a punch because I knew he was right. How do I change? I asked. I don't even know where to start. Start by asking yourself a question, Cole said. If you lost everything tomorrow, all your achievements, all your victories, if you were just Ben, no titles, no trophies, no reputation, would you still like yourself? I thought about it, really thought about it. The answer terrified me. No, I admitted. I don't think I would. Why not? Cole asked. Because without winning, I'm nothing, I said. The words hurt to say out loud, but they were true. That's the problem, Ben, Cole said. You are something. You're a human being, with thoughts, feelings, dreams. You're capable of kindness, creativity, love. You're someone's son, someone's friend. That's not nothing. That's everything. But I'm not good at those things, I said. I'm good at winning. That's all I have. No, Cole said firmly. And that's all you've chosen to develop. You've spent so much energy on being the best that you forgot to develop other parts of yourself. But it's not too late. You can learn to be kind, to be empathetic, to be vulnerable, to be real. But those things are harder than winning, I said. Exactly, Cole said. They're harder. But they're more important. Anyone can win with enough talent and practice. But being a good person, being someone others want to be around, being someone who makes the world better, That takes real courage. That's the hardest challenge of all. I sat there, absorbing his words. You beat me in that competition, I said slowly. But you're teaching me something more valuable than any victory. What's that? Cole asked. How to be human, I said. How to live. Not just how to win. Cole smiled. We're all teaching each other, Ben. You taught me something too. What? I asked, surprised. That passion matters, Cole said. That caring deeply about things is good. I was maybe too detached. Too whatever about everything. Watching you compete, even with all your issues. I saw someone who cared, who gave everything, who refused to give up. That's admirable. You just need to channel it differently. Care about the process, not just the result. Care about growth, not just winning. Care about people, not just beating them. Can I tell you something? I asked. Of course. Before the competition, I hated you, I admitted. I know, Cole said. You made it pretty obvious. But now, I said, now I'm grateful I met you, because you're showing me a different way to live. A better way. Cole stood up, extended his hand. Friends? He asked. I stood up too, looked at his hand, then pulled him into a hug instead. Friends, I said. Thank you, Cole. Thank you for beating me. Thank you for this conversation. Thank you for not giving up on me. Cole hugged me back. That's what friends do, he said. When we pulled apart, I felt different. Lighter, like a weight had been lifted. So what now? Cole asked. Now I figure out who I am, I said. Without the winning. Without the competition. Just me. That's going to be hard, Cole warned. I know, I said. But like you said, the best things are hard. We walked out of the library together, two competitors who became friends, two people who taught each other what really matters. And for the first time in years, I felt hope. Real hope. Not hope that I would win, but hope that I could change, that I could become someone better, someone kinder, someone real. That conversation with Cole changed my life. Not immediately, not magically, but it planted a seed. A seed that would grow into something beautiful, something worth more than all my victories combined. But Ben's journey wasn't over. He still had one more thing to do, one more person to face. Chapter 5. The Apology. The next day at school, I found Marcus. Hey, I said. Can we talk? Marcus looked hesitant. I guess. We walked to a quiet corner. I wanted to apologize, I said, for being a terrible friend. Marcus didn't say anything, just waited. You were right, I continued. I made everything a competition. Even our friendship. And that was wrong. I'm sorry. Marcus's expression softened. Thanks for saying that, Ben. I mean it, I said. I was so obsessed with winning that I forgot what really matters. friendship, kindness, supporting each other. I want to be a better friend. If you'll give me another chance. Marcus smiled. Of course, man. We've been friends since 3rd grade. One bad phase doesn't erase that. We hugged, and I felt relief, real relief. Over the next few weeks, I changed. Not completely. I still competed, still tried my best, still wanted to win, but I approached it differently. When I won, I celebrated with others instead of over them. When I lost, I congratulated the winner and learned from the experience. I started doing things just for fun, drawing, playing music, reading books that didn't help my grades, and I made real friends. Not people who admired my victories, but people who liked me for me. One day, our school announced another competition, a talent show. Cole signed up. He was going to play guitar. Are you signing up? Marcus asked me. I don't know, I said. What would I do? What about your drawings? Marcus suggested. Well, you've been showing them to me. They're really good. I'm not good enough to compete, I said. Then I caught myself, smiled. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter if I'm good enough. I'll do it for fun, not to win, just to share something I enjoy. On the night of the talent show, I was nervous, but not because I was afraid of losing, because I was putting myself out there, showing something personal, something I wasn't the best at. And that was scary, but also exciting. Cole performed first, played a beautiful song on guitar. Everyone loved it. I was genuinely happy for him. Then my turn came. I showed my drawings on a projector, told the stories behind them, shared my creative process. When I finished, people clapped. Not as loud as for Cole, but they clapped. And several people came up after. Your drawings are amazing. I never knew you were an artist. You should do more of this. I didn't win the talent show. Cole did. And I was okay with that. More than okay. I was happy. After the show, Cole and I sat outside. You were really good tonight, Cole said. Thanks, I said. You too. Well-deserved win. Thanks, Cole said. But you know what's cool? What? Seeing you actually enjoy something, Cole said, without worrying about winning. You looked genuinely happy up there. I was, I admitted. It felt good. Different, but good. That's growth, man, Cole said. Be proud of that, I smiled. I am. We sat in comfortable silence. Two competitors who became friends. Two people who taught each other important lessons. About competition. About humility. About what really matters. But there was still one more surprise waiting for Ben. Chapter 6. The Real Victory. A month later, something unexpected happened. Our teacher made an announcement. Class, we're giving out a special award this year. The Spirit Award. It goes to the student who showed the most growth, the most improvement, not in grades or skills, but in character. This year's recipient is Ben Carter. I was shocked. Everyone clapped. I walked to the front, accepted the award. Ben, the teacher said. We've watched you transform this year. From someone obsessed with winning to someone who understands what truly matters. That takes real courage, real strength. We're proud of you. I looked at the award. It wasn't for being the best. It wasn't for winning. It was for growing, for changing, for becoming better. And somehow, that felt more valuable than any trophy I'd ever won. That evening, I showed the award to my dad. "I'm proud of you, son," he said. "Not for the award, but for the journey you took to get here." "Thanks, Dad," I said. "Can I ask you something?" "Sure." "Why did you say good when I told you I lost?" I asked. That confused me. My dad smiled, because I knew that loss would teach you something winning never could. Humility, empathy, resilience. Those lessons only come from failure. So yes, losing was good. Not because failure is good, but because growth is good. And sometimes we need to fail to grow. I understood now. Really understood. Winning taught me confidence, but losing taught me character. And character is more important. Years passed. I went to high school, then college. I competed in many things, won some, lost some, and I was okay with both. I made real friends, maintained genuine relationships, pursued passions not for glory, but for joy. I became a teacher, working with kids, teaching them sports and academics, but more importantly, teaching them about character, about humility, about the value of trying, not just winning. One day, a student approached me. He was a lot like I used to be, obsessed with winning, arrogant, lonely because of his competitiveness. "Coach Ben," he said, "I'm the best on the team, but no one likes me." "Why?" I smiled, recognized myself in him. "Can I tell you a story?" I asked, "about a boy who thought winning was everything, until he learned it was nothing without humility." I told him my story, about Cole, about losing, about learning, about growing. The student listened, really listened. When I finished, he was quiet. "So you're saying I should try to lose?" he asked. "No," I said. "I'm saying you should try to be more than your victories. Win when you can, but lose gracefully when you can't. Celebrate others' successes, and remember that your worth isn't measured by trophies. It's measured by who you are when no one's watching." The student thought about this. "That's hard," he admitted. "It is," I agreed, "but it's worth it. Trust me." He nodded. "I'll try." "That's all anyone can ask," I said. Watching him walk away, I thought about my own journey, about 14-year-old Ben who thought winning was everything, who measured his worth by victories, who was miserable despite his success. And I thought about who I became, not perfect, not always winning, but happy, fulfilled, surrounded by real friends, living a meaningful life. That was the real victory. Not trophies, not titles, but growth, character, connection, love. Those were the things that truly mattered, and those were the things I'd learned by losing. The reunion. 20 years after that first competition, I received a message from Cole. "Hey Ben, high school reunion next month. You going?" I smiled, replied, "Definitely. Can't wait to see everyone." At the reunion, I saw many old classmates. Marcus, now a successful lawyer, other friends, living their own lives, and Cole, still relaxed, still smiling, still the same Cole. "Ben!" he called out. "Good to see you, man." We hugged. "How have you been?" I asked. "Great," Cole said. "Working as a music teacher. Got married last year. Life is good. How about you?" "Similar," I said. "Teaching, coaching. Trying to help kids learn the lessons we learned." Cole smiled. "Remember that competition? The ultimate challenge?" "How could I forget?" I said. "Would change my life." "Mine too," Cole said. "Really?" I asked, surprised. "Yeah," Cole said. "Meeting you taught me that it's okay to care about winning. I was maybe too laid back. You showed me that passion and drive are good. Just need to be balanced with humility." "We taught each other," I said. "Exactly," Cole agreed. We stood there, two old friends, two former competitors, both better because of what we'd learned from each other. "You know what's funny?" I said. "What?" "I don't even remember your final score," I said. "Neither do I," Cole laughed. "But I remember the friendship that came from it." "Same," I said. "That's what mattered." We spent the rest of the evening reminiscing, laughing, celebrating not who won or lost, but who we'd become, and that was the greatest victory of all. My friends, Ben's story teaches us something powerful, something our society often forgets. We live in a world obsessed with winning, with being the best, with coming in first. We measure success by trophies, grades, money, status, and we feel like failures when we don't measure up. But Ben learned something important. Winning isn't everything. In fact, winning without character is nothing. When Ben was winning everything, he was miserable, lonely, isolated, anxious, afraid of losing. His identity was wrapped up in his victories. And when he finally lost, he felt like he lost himself. But that loss was actually a gift. It taught him humility. It taught him empathy. It taught him that his worth wasn't determined by his achievements. It showed him what really matters: relationships, character, growth. Cole taught Ben that you can compete without being cruel. You can try your best without tearing others down. You can lose without losing yourself. And you can win without making others feel small. That's the balance we all need. The lesson here is simple but profound. You are more than your victories. You are more than your failures. You are a complete human being with value that exists independent of your achievements. Yes, work hard. Yes, do your best. Yes, Strive for excellence, but don't make it your everything. Don't let winning define you. Don't let competition destroy your relationships. Don't let pride blind you to what truly matters. When Ben stopped caring only about winning, he didn't become a loser. He became a better person. He made real friends. He found genuine happiness. He discovered passions beyond competition. And ironically, letting go of his need to win made him more successful in the long run, because people respected him, wanted to work with him, trusted him. That's the paradox. When you stop needing to be the best, you often become better, not at everything, but at the things that really matter. Character, kindness, integrity, love. So if you're like Ben was, obsessed with winning, ask yourself, what am I sacrificing for victory? My relationships, my joy, my peace? Is it worth it? And if you've lost something recently, if you feel like a failure, remember, one loss doesn't define you. 10 losses don't define you. Your worth isn't measured by your achievements. It's measured by who you are, how you treat others, how you handle both success and failure, what you learn and how you grow. That's what matters. That's what lasts. That's what makes you truly successful. Thank you so much for listening to The Boy Who Could Never Lose. What an incredible journey we shared. Ben's story shows us that true strength isn't about never falling. It's about how you rise after you fall. What did you think of this story? Did it change how you see success and failure? Did it make you think about your own relationship with competition? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading your reflections. And if this story touched your heart, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. It helps me create more meaningful stories like this. Stories that teach important lessons. Stories that help you practice English. Stories that inspire you to be better. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new story. Remember, you can listen to this story as many times as you want. You can pause and repeat. You can practice shadowing. Take your time with your English learning journey. Just like Ben learned, it's not about being perfect. It's about growing. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for practicing your English. Thank you for opening your heart to Ben's story. I hope you carry his lesson with you. You are more than your victories. You are more than your failures. You are valuable exactly as you are. Until next time, my friends, keep learning, keep growing, and keep being kind to yourself and to others. Goodbye and good luck with your English journey. Remember, real victory is becoming a better person, not getting more trophies. See you in the next story.